see them in the playground, you already know. Hey, 104.
In the studio, we got my man Stephen James Dixon. He is the author of the book, Men Don't Heal, We Hold. And the premise is, man, you know, when a man goes through a relationship, a lot of times when he breaks up, you know, he doesn't go through the healing process. What happened? How can we avoid this? What can I do next? We just move on to the next one and distract ourselves with another.
So men are unstable? Are we, you know, is that what we're saying?
That men are unstable?
Yeah, men are unstable.
We can't.
The instability of men.
Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah, definitely. A lot of men are unstable. What happens when you go through a relationship, you just try to figure out where you're going from day to day. So once the woman makes a mistake or the man makes a mistake, you got to figure out what you did wrong and try to learn from that, whereas men don't do it. One of the things I'm challenging men in this book is to be able to express themselves. The problem we have with men is if I'm hurt, Skip doesn't really want to talk about my pain.
Right.
Skip wants me to say I'm okay.
Right.
Yeah, you all right, dog. We going to the club.
Yeah.
Let's go get on. We going to get in, dog. Let's get to the girl, dog. Come on, man. All these women in here, and you tripping over her. Get her. Skip may think my woman is a good woman,
right?
But he'll still tell me to go find a new woman.
Yep.
Wow.
So I want you crying.
That's why we hate y'all friends.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. Chapter 15, it says, how does he know that you're not a hoe? There's a quote in here that says, women are more concerned with how to get a man than they are concerned about how to be a woman.
Exactly.
Explain that.
One of the points I wanted to make when I was dating, a lot of women were more concerned with what I can do for them, what I could provide for them, what kind of car I got, what kind of house I had, instead of showing me their woman. So in the book, I write about, show me your woman. What type of woman are you? Like my wife came by, bought a candle, bought a vase, a little picture frame here and there.
She brought it to your house?
Yeah, to my house.
Yeah, she was marking it territory.
She marked it, but she also showed me the type of woman she was.
Right.
Because I'm just a single man. I got a regular house. I got the basic necessities.
Right.
And so she coming through saying, these are the type of things you got to have to make your house a home. And she separated herself from the other women.
Okay, so, you know, we were having a conversation. You said that all women are the same. You said you dated women from doctor, lawyer, you know, all these women were the same. Explain that.
All doctors, lawyers, strippers, Section 8 women, they all were the same in terms of they all got their breasts out, all got their butt out, don't want to cook, don't want to clean. Probably the 85 to 90% of the women I dated, I cooked better than. I was better than. You know what I'm saying? And so women just got to get back to their traditional values.
Yeah, you were saying that women nowadays, they'll invite a man over to the house and just want to watch TV.
Right. Well, no, I didn't necessarily mean it like that. What I mean is women say to me all the time that they don't know what to do with men when they bring them by because men, all they want to do is have sex.
Okay.
I say,
what do we do?
Okay, I'm going to tell you how to date. I wrote about it in the book. When you bring a man by, you say, hey, you be here at this time. This is what time dinner's going to be served. If you go back to our old school movies, men were sitting at tables and women were bringing their food to them and they commanded that man's attention.
Okay.
Now, I'm not trying to roll women back 40 years. I'm just saying this is how you got that man's attention.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan to me.
We're going to take some phone calls. We're going to take some phone calls. Y'all call us 214-787-1104. You got some opinions. Do you agree? Do you disagree? You just want to throw something in there? Hit us up and let us know what's happening. And there's something else that we talked about off there. We're going to talk about it on the air, man, because I think it ain't just man's responsibility. It ain't just woman's responsibility. But it's woman, I want to call you out on something coming up next. Y'all keep it here. It's 104. And I had to ask the question, man, because, you know, there's a lot of roles or a lot of parts. You know, men need to do this, women need to do that. But here go one thing on women. We talked about it the other day. Got a chance to meet him. And he said, women, you know, y'all change on us. You know, when we're dating or courting and when you're going through, you know, everything is beautiful. Like, now, why I got to wait till it's my birthday for you to do that?
Right.
Why? But before, you know, it was like, you know, driving down the tollway.
Okay, but there's one responsibility. Hold on a second.
Saying.
Once you get married, you have to admit there is a lot more responsibility when it comes to a woman who's working. She's taking care of her kids and everything else. She may not have time to be giving you what you need.
Hold up, Dee. They acting like they don't change. You used to spend money on it. You used to give us just cuz. You used to fill up our tank. Come on now.
I pay the mortgage now.
You used to want to cuddle and talk.
I pay the mortgage now.
Yeah, you used to be sensitive at the beginning, wanted to hear what you had to say.
Come on now.
Today, when a lot of wives just coming to marriage now they have the ability to say no. 40 years ago, they couldn't do that. And so we got them, I call them all excuses. They're valid excuses, like the kids, the food, the house, or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's more important to please your husband. Just like husbands, it's more important to keep your wife happy.
Come on now.
So put the marriage first.
Okay.
No matter what.
Both sides.
I specifically said to my wife, my son can cry a little bit longer. I'm good with that. I explained to him later, and he will agree that I made the best decision. I don't care about the food burning. We can order something else.
Okay.
So take care of the husband.
That's right. That's right. Don't talk about you ain't got time.
Okay.
It don't take long when you know what you're doing.
I write in my book about 10% of all men will cheat no matter what you
And why
do.
are they cheating?
10% of all men will cheat no matter what you do. 60% of men, so that's, now we're at 70. 60% of men either have cheated or will cheat. And then 30% of men are just contemplating it. They may never do it, but they're contemplating it. Men cheat these days, a lot of men cheat these days because you no longer fulfill their fantasy. You got to take that personal. And my wife was a cheat on me. I'm first trying to figure out what was I doing wrong. And so often people always say, that's not your fault. We got to take it personal. I'm taking it personal. I had this woman in my life. I can choose to make her happy.
But what if I was with the 10%? They're going to do it regardless.
Right. That you have to figure that out.
We have to evaluate that. Hey, you know what? We're going to take more phone calls. Y'all hit us up. Playground, normally we do the lowdown right here, but we got a subject going on. We have the author, Stephen James Dixon is in the building. Here's the book, Men Don't Heal, We Hoe. All right? But I sound like a preacher when I say, men don't heal, we hoe. Yeah. Amen.
All right.
The phone lines are blowing up right now. So, hey, Renee, what's going on?
Yes, my question is, how do you handle being in a friendship with someone who wants to do the same things in a friendship like you would do in a relationship?
Friends with benefits. All right.
Good. Can I ask you a question with her? Is a man just really telling her you ain't the one?
Right.
But he
Oh,
wants
definitely. Keep it moving.
Oh, okay.
Keep
So
it moving,
it's women, we don't like to accept it sometimes.
Right. Well, a lot of times, too, I try to tell women that when you give a man your best and he doesn't recognize it, then it's time to keep it moving.
Oh, I love that.
Oh.
But you have to give him your best.
Right.
Give him your best.
All right.
And then you feel good about moving.
Hey, Erica.
Well, I just wanted to say that I agree with him 100% because I feel as young. I'm only 22, and I practice celibacy because I have high expectations when it comes to finding a real man. So in that case, I just work on myself, mentally, physically, so that's why I can become a better woman. So when I find my right man, then we'll be a great match. Because I feel you can't expect to find a good man if you're not a good woman.
Woo! I like that. Your book coming out, girl. She got a little understanding going on. Hey, Taisha.
I was just saying that I cook and clean, and he still does whatever he want to do.
Yeah, you definitely have to figure out. I'm not trying to say that you can make a man act a certain way based on what you do. You have to have the right man, first of all. You have to, and so you have to evaluate the type of man that you're dealing with, then decide if you can give him your best, and then go from there. So if you can't give him your best, then it just is what it is. You got to move on.
I think a lot of times, man, it's not like, okay, you can't make a person act that way, but don't give them an excuse for their action.
Exactly.
All right. You might do what you want to do, but I ain't going to give you an excuse. All right. And you know what? Where can we get the book?
Hey, website, StephenJamesDixon.com, Facebook, Stephen James Dixon, and Twitter, Stephen J. Dixon.
Men don't heal, we hoe. Hey, y'all give a round of applause, man. Stephen James Dixon, keep doing it, baby.
Oh yeah, boss. Yeah, working now. HD Studio.